Здравствуйте, товарищи, and welcome back to another episode of our glorious Workers and Resources Soviet Republic Let's Play. There is a lot to get done today, so we're not going to waste time with a prolonged introduction. Our people still starve, and that is a problem I hope to solve today, or at least sow the seeds of solving today. Folks, if you've been enjoying this series and you'd like to see it continue, please don't hesitate, as always, to keep letting me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. It does make a very big difference in how I approach things on the channel. You're very familiar with this broken record now, but it does make a massive difference because I look at the number of likes and comments. It just gives me a quick read on what people are watching or interested in watching on the channel. And plus, I do read through all the comments to get your ideas, thoughts, feelings, anecdotes, stories, whatever it might be, into my head and integrated into our playthrough. Now, like I said, there's lots to do, so let's not waste any time. First things first, as always, a little overview of our current circumstances, and then a little, well, we're not even going to discuss what the plan is. I think it's pretty obvious what the plan is, remaining over from last session's progress. And I do believe we made a lot of progress last session, despite our clone tool struggles. We did get along, we did sort of get a long way down the road of solving our food situation. But now today we will literally be, putting down some more fields and stuff as well. So anyway, I'm getting distracted. My apologies. Money's looking all right. It's been on the up, if I recall correct. Okay, well okay. Yeah, all right. We've made money from time to time. Better than, oh yeah, this year's actually been profitable compared to last year, and I think even the year prior was pretty bad. So at least we're looking, profitable for the year. Obviously, we're gonna have some months that are more expensive than others, but altogether, money's looking better than it was before. In terms of population, we are down to 32k. Again, this is a little concerning. We continue to have lots of escapes. It's only April, and we already have almost 2,000 escapes. So that's a bit of a problem. Government loyalty is low, but we are working on that. It does look like it's going up right now. Just barely, if... Yeah, it looks like it's on its way up. Let me just take a look at... Yeah, okay, that is this year. Okay, well, it's on its way up, so hopefully that'll prevent escapes. I mean, that's got to be the issue, right? It's weird to see people satiated, I guess, but still escaping. So I wonder if it's because of government loyalty. Either way, we'll hopefully stop the escapes very soon. That'll make me feel a lot better about our circumstances. But I believe that's everything we need to look at. I mean, yes, a lot of adults living with their parents still, but that's something we'll solve over time. Have we commissioned these? We have not. I wonder if I should and start getting more workers down over here. It might not be a terrible idea. The construction offices are working on these buildings, though. I think I'd rather prioritize this than a couple more residential spaces. So let's allow that to continue. Maybe once we make a bit more progress over here, we'll get back to Uprising Grad and build some more residences up there. And I've seen some of y'all mention in the comments, like, hey, are we going to do the nuclear plant and all that? Yes, we are. Up over here, just outside of Farminsky, we're going to establish another city. That will then have access to uranium and stuff that's a little bit further away from the fields, which I think is a realistic thing to strive for. And we'll have our nuclear plant over here, and that should power, huge parts of our nation when the time comes. But on the topic of powering parts of our nation, let's start figuring out how to power our people, right? I'm gonna hit play and let nature start taking its course again. I think we've covered all of our bases. I just want to check. I'm pretty sure I fixed the construction train conundrum. Yeah, I did. Right, this is one of the last things we did last session. Man, they've been stuck here for a very long time, but I just want to mention as well, to address some of the comments, it's very easy to miss things that happen in the corner of the screen when, like, I'm focused on other stuff and looking at my audio levels and checking on other things, like, so that's why things like that often get missed. That tunnel vision is very real at times, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. Let's go ahead and hit play. Watch that beautiful... I wanna... This represents the future of our nation. 3 construction-related vehicles going out at the same time. Well, roughly the same time. One's obviously waiting for the rest to clear out the semaphores, but the symbolism is still there. The symbolism is still strong. Hopefully that thing will go through. I think it's waiting for the next block over to clear up. It probably is, which is down over here. And then you should be freed up. No, you're just gonna chill over here. It's okay. It's okay. It'll find its way eventually. It's fine. I'm not too concerned about that. We'll come back to check up on it in a moment if necessary. Bricks are still coming down over here. You know what? I should perhaps also take a look at establishing more housing at Brickstonia. There is some unemployment over here, not a lot, but we'll eventually need No, actually, I guess we might be fine here. Lots of unemployment. These guys all go to the bus stop, then they'll be able to work up over here. So fair enough. Let's leave that be as is, and let's actually establish some more fields here before we establish any fields up at Trainwrecksky, because over here at least we have our agro farm done. We also have these small farms again. I might get them back up online to work on some of these smaller fields over here, while the agro farm takes care of some bigger fields over here. So let's go ahead and see if we can't fit. I think it'll all have to be medium fields. The terrain is a little bumpy. Large fields might be a little challenging to fit in over here without a lot of terraforming, whereas medium fields, I mean, they might all be the same actually at the end of the day. We could try and flatten this entire area. Level height from center. Let's see, what's a good height to get everything to? I mean, yeah, it's really quite bumpy. We could try to flatten everything to this level. And honestly, I'm tempted to just pay for it all, just so we can get it done faster. Now, I know that having more of the construction vehicles speeds up the rate of terraforming, but I'm not about to put down like 20 construction offices just for some terraforming vehicles when I could just as easily auto-build using rubles and then just do that. Like, yeah, it's expensive, but, you know, our economy is solid. We're going to spend money on stuff. I'd rather, in all honesty, I'd rather spend money on terraforming than on construction. I'd rather let construction be done by our nation's, you know, resources and whatnot. That's not right. There we go. And terraforming be done by foreign, you know, workers coming. Supposedly that's what the financial investment represents, right? Foreign workers coming through and getting the work done, and so we're paying for it. All right, that's maybe enough spent on terraforming. Actually, that's draining money a lot faster than it looks. Instant regret. And is that even enough now? I think we're gonna have to stick with medium fields over here. This is a really undulating part of our land. Man, that is a high section. Need a lot more flat land for this. All right, maybe I'm mistaken in what I'm prioritizing. Maybe I should put the fields down up by Trainwrecksky first, just to start things off a little bit more smoothly. Let a little bit more money accumulate and then spend more. Nah. Nobody got time for that. Let's go ahead and do this. We're okay. I'm willing to go down to 5 million rubles before I start having, you know, scruples, if you will, with our financial situation. This is a huge mound to drop. Oh, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Flatten, come on now. Gotta drop this as well. I'm hoping eventually we'll find like a happy middle ground, like up over here. That's pretty flat. Let's see if that does the trick. Probably not. I think we're gonna have to stick with medium fields. All right, at least we're able to fit one here. If I clear this, flatten this a bit more, we'll be able to fit another one. Can I fit one up over here? Up over here, yeah. A little bit more flattening, and we should be able to fit two. There we go. Raise you up a little bit, up in that corner. A little plateau, I don't mind it. A corner over here, okay. Level height from center. There we go. So, I mean, fitting a big field. Ooh, you know what? I was just about to say it's going to be impossible, but not entirely. Not entirely. Alright, sure. You tempt me, game. You tempt me. Let's try this. Again, we're at 5.9. Still have a fair bit of money. As long as money's coming in, I'm not too nervous about our financial situation. And money at present, at least, is coming in. Let's see. If I put you over here... Still an issue at the left and the bottom left. Okay. And flatten. There we go. Man, terraforming is a lot more expensive than I remember it being, though. It's like, I remember it being pricey. I think it's just like, it's quote-unquote cheap until you do a lot of it, and it happens so quickly that it just drains all your finances, right? Yeah, we might come back to this in a bit. We're making money quickly enough, but if I'm sticking with any rules I set for myself whatsoever, then I'm not going to go past that 5 million mark. Just that little bit up over here, right at the edge. Where are we? Right from center. Go ahead and drop that. Does that do the trick? Yes, it does. Worth it? I think so. I think so. I wouldn't mind raising this a bit, even though it let me put it down. I'd like it to be... I'd like it to look a little bit more real, believable, whatever you want to call it. Now the question is, which way do I want the road to be? I guess down over here. If I'm sending the rest of the fields down this way, I guess down over here makes sense. So let's go ahead and plant you down right... Come on now. There. Works for me. Right? Again, no worries about the auto build there. It's just a field. And let's figure these roads out. Because you can come down this way and go around the bend over here. We flatten this a little bit more. Now I'm fine with like flattening using, you know, unpaid methods. We don't have to pay for a slight flattening like that. Where else can we put a field down? Let's see. Can we put more fields down? Another big field over here is going to be a difficult thing to manage. Let's be real. Oh, actually, hold on. I lied. I guess that'll be easier than I expected. Put it down over here. Leaves a bit of a gap, but that gap could be filled with a small field, perhaps. Indeed, or maybe even two. Let's see. Again, I'd rather not do too many small fields, but if it's the option we have, I'll take it. This is probably a little too tightly packed. Let's see. What's the phrase of the day? Let's see. Yeah, this is not going to fly. I think even if we connect these two first, this is not going to... Yeah. Such a bother. Fine, let's go ahead and get rid of this. Let's get rid of you. Get you down over here. I wonder if... Nope. Okay, fair enough. So let's go ahead and get you out first. Then we can connect... Okay, maybe a bit more. Then we connect you down here. And now we can try and fit our field over here. I don't think it'll... Yeah, this won't work. This won't work. It's okay. One small field is fine too. Like, small fields make such a marginal difference that I really shouldn't let it concern me so much. But I should try and connect you. You don't like this area. All right, let's go ahead and flatten that a bit more. Come on now. There we go. I think I should back it up a little bit as well. Come on now. Nice and smooth. There we go. It's not the cleanest. Does it need to be the cleanest? I guess not. There we go. That's clean enough. I like that. That's actually quite clean. Let's go ahead and get our big field down over here. Not bad. Again, fewer big fields. It's a balancing act, right, between what's ideal. But at least I can assign more of our farmed land if we're using big fields. Too steep of a descent, eh? Alright, fair enough, fair enough. Let's see. Can we average the terrain out over here and allow the road to ramp up, basically? Too steep at the end there. Alright. I think we'll be able to. I guess I gotta do that first, and then... Of course. Let's see, do that. Too steep. Alright, just gotta smooth it out a little bit. Oh, whoops. Just gotta smooth it out a little bit over here. That ought to do the trick. There we go. Now here we can fit our big field. Hopefully. There we go. Beautiful. Right at the edge. And... Come on now. There we go. Boom. Beautiful. Now, will two new big fields do the job? I don't know, but we'll find out. Building is without power supply. That's okay. We don't need power supply at the agro farms. Now, with all that done, there's one more thing. I mean, I might add more fields over here as well, but we'll leave that for later. One other thing that I want to do sooner rather than later is actually establish another road connection up over here. It was pointed out to me, I don't know how I missed this, but our bus stop over here does not have a connection to anything up over here. Now, just as a reminder, the workers that are coming through the bus to this bus stop are not going to be the same workers that are working the fire station. We're going to have a separate bus, like a microbus or something, bringing people specifically to that fire station. But what I do need to do is establish another road that maybe connects over here, Or maybe we build a little bypass over here or something so that our buses are able to refuel at this gas station without having to do like a full loop around. This was slipped my mind. Now I just got to find a suitable way to sort of circumnavigate the building block over here. But that's okay. We'll wait until the sun comes back up so we can see things a bit more clearly. In the meanwhile, I just want to take a peek at any issues we might be having, such as you. What is your issue? Why are you stuck over here? Where are you trying to get to? This is a different problem from our usual. Interesting, interesting, interesting. You're not able to... Oh, I see, because that's a one-way. And you need to cross over. Alright, well, for now, keep it simple. Just for now. I think our passenger train has been doing okay here. I think that might have been a small block that we got as a result of... Oh, no, okay. Spoke too soon, spoke too soon. Not gonna let this stuff bother me today, though. Going back into Zen mode, this is... I'll need to keep my eyes on this. Thought we reached a solution there. The whole thing might have come crashing down because of the issue we just saw over here with the two-way, one-way thing. The problem is... Oh, I guess we can't really just not... We can't tell these to not be built. They have to be built. They're a key connection. How far are you along? Not very, actually. Why is that? Why is that? I could get some of the other construction offices working here as well, I suppose. I do love that it marks out which resources you will and will not have access to. Let's go ahead and get the other Uprising Grad construction office working here as well. I'd like to get this done sooner rather than later. I might even pay for it at one point. Again, keeping an eye on that 5 million marker. I might even pay for it at one point. Alright, back to the situation here. Trying to stay on the ball today and not get too distracted too often. I know what happens. I'm gonna try and keep us on task today. Go ahead and lower the train over here. There we go. Just gotta get around this slaughterhouse, I think it is. Okay, there we go. If we can do it neatly, I'll be very happy. And it looks like it should be possible. Go ahead and... There we go. Flatten this like so. And I think we'll be able to come back down the hill and connect over here. Just a matter of reversing this section. And it shouldn't be too difficult. We got a bit of a mound at the bottom of this terraformed area, but if we can flatten that enough, we'll be okay. We'll be in the clear. Here comes the sun. Beautiful. And we're getting there. Go ahead and pull this out a little bit further, I think. And then down we go over here. And then over here. Aw. There we go. Beautiful. Boom. Done. Now the buses can come up to the can come to the gas station. And any bus coming from down over here is able to go up through the same path and get to the fire station as well to drop workers off. So that's pretty good. I should also really, absolutely, definitely get more fire stations around the space. We've got, let's see. We've got a couple buildings. Oh, building properties. Oh, right. Buildings. Fire station. There we go. 3,000 meters, thank you. We've got 1, 2, 3 over here. That's decent coverage. I mean, we've seen good coverage over here from the Ruralinsky one. I thought we were building another one down over here, were we not? No, we just bought more fire trucks. That's what it was. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3. Covered that area. We've covered this area. We've covered this area. Good. We've got Uprising Grad covered. We have one at V-Raw. I wonder if I need another one, like down over here. Easier and closer access to the fuel and whatnot. Let's see. These guys, they seem to have decent access for now. Maybe I'll build one after the rest of the construction down here is done. What about up in the old city? How's the old city looking? I know we've got one. We might need another fire station just to cover all of our bases down over here. Maybe I'll get that commissioned. We've got one up over here. It's been working fine. We haven't had any fires up over here. Trainwrecksky is more than fine. And Farminsky is also A-okay. So I think, you know what, it wouldn't be a terrible idea to get another fire station somewhere over here. Because we have lost a building over here, and though we do have coverage with these fire trucks, I often worry about response time. And it'd be a good way to use up some of our bricks as well. Do we have a lot of bricks up over here? I know we ship them all across the water. Yeah, we got a fair number of bricks. We can afford to use some. Money's not going up as much as I'd like right now, but that's okay. I'm not gonna let that freak me out. We got bricks down over here as well. It's fine. Trying to figure out where I want to put this fire station. Like, I could put it over here. Service this entire area very easily, I think. It would mirror the other fire station quite nicely, I think, as well. Sure, let's go to service, or equipment rather. Fire station. Access to power. Put you right at the intersection. I think that makes sense. Easy access to, you know, all directions and whatnot. I wish the tooltip would not block connections. I wish it would be aware of where the connections are being drawn and then avoid that space. Yeah, something like that. Sure, let's get her done. And workers will be able to walk in from these buildings, right? Easy access for workers, so no worries there. And is it nice to live next to a fire station? Absolutely, because that way you know that if there's a fire, you're going to be safe. I mean, sure, there's a couple of sirens here and there, but it's a small price to pay, especially in a high-rise. Oh yeah, this is, now we've overburdened our headquarters over here. Definitely need to get that medical university that many of you have been asking for a while, but it's just a matter of prioritizing our constructions. And I think our next priority needs to be the fields at Trainwreckski. We are working these fields, though. I did. Okay, good. I wasn't sure if I assigned the small farm. These are all being worked. We're not obviously able to get any crops here yet, which is why I'm not rushing the rest of this construction. I think I'd mentioned previously last session that, oh, I'll just pay for this when I'm done Trainwreckski. But then it occurred to me that I should just wait until crops actually start being harvested. Do any of these look like they're about to be harvested? Now, I also, hold on a second, need to get a distribution office over here, don't I? Forklift, yes, I still need the distribution office over here. Oh no, I've got this one, right. It's because, the reason why that took me a second is because I need to get a distribution office over here. Let's go ahead and plant that down first. I believe it's in storage and warehouses. Indeed it is. Medium, please. I keep forgetting how small it is. Distribution office, I suppose we could put over here. Can't build to the infrastructure. Oh, come on. It'd be so nice and neat and clean and tidy. Why you gotta do me like this, game? Why? I don't think I'll ever get over the whole footprint thing in this game. Like how big building footprints are. Go ahead and flatten you like this. And then we gotta put the fields down, right? I'm looking forward to solving these problems once and... I don't want to say for all, but... Oh, at least once. They've been solved many a time before. Now, auto building, distribution office down over here. I mean, I wonder if I'll end up needing, like, multiple distribution offices. I wonder if this is the best use of this space, even. Or if I could put the distribution office somewhere else, like... down over here. Because where will the distribution office go? It'll go to all the fields, which will be up over here. And from the fields, it'll go to the grain silo, which is over here. Most of its action is going to be up top over there. I could just do this. Probably the better decision, to be perfectly honest. Even though it breaks the whole intersection, like the cleanness of the intersection, I mean. We could do, come on, over here. Flatten the train a little bit. I think that's the better idea. Because the fields are all going to be up north, so this will just be less road to travel, just a bit more efficient, right? We are building a little plateau for this, aren't we? Indeed we are. Let's go ahead and level height from center. Drop this stuff down instead. Again, very tempting to pay, but now it's going quickly enough right now, so I'm not gonna pay for this. It's going quickly enough. I have this much patience, I think. I think. There we go. A little bit of raising and lowering is fine. Gotta make sure we are level to the road here, of course. There we go. Hopefully that'll do the trick. No, not small. Medium, please. And I guess it'll have to... I mean, I guess I could do this. I don't know if that'll be too steep a drop, though. Probably. Yeah. That's too bad. Alright, fair enough. Plateau it is. Little plateau it is. It's no big deal because it'll be up or down one way or another, so not the end of the world. Just hoping for perfection. There we go. Up you go again. Soil. There we go. Now, once we get the distribution office in, it's good to see the construction progressing at a pretty decent rate. These construction offices haven't had work to do in so long. I'm sure they're excited to finally have something to do. It's fulfilling to work. Sometimes. Depending on the work, I guess. But to leave your mark on the city, gotta feel be somewhat cool. Go ahead and assign these construction offices. Party power, all of you. A lot of construction offices we have in the area. God, I love that new system. It's so convenient for assigning things. Let's go ahead and assign... Oh my god. You need to be built ASAP. Let's go. Let's get on this. Begin. Excellent. At least to get the resources coming over here. I mean, it's great to see the food factory being done already, but, like, what good is a food factory without any crops? And we can't even, like... There's so much time, right, to get to yield because you get the farm down. That's great. And you get the fields down. That's great. But then you need the farm and the field both down for the fields to actually be farmed. I mean, yeah, it's a whole process. Oh, this is really cool, though, seeing this entire complex come together, come to life. Feeling good. Feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. All right, back up over here, though. Let's... I need to figure out the fields here. Because the thing is, I'll probably be building quite a few farms. And I mean farms as in the structures up over here and around this space. I see this entire area being turned into farmland, potentially. Like, there are these little mountains that'll cause us some pause. But I won't be fitting another city up over here. If anything, I might get another export route figured out up there. But really, this is likely to all become field. And I don't think it's all going to rely on the train Rexkey processing. Obviously, we're going to have more processing and stuff up over there. But, fire truck was called in as head of this fire. Okay, great. Well, we get to see the stuff tested right away. Oh, I need to check as well. Are we... Yeah, it looks like we're moving smoothly. But is that because our construction trains are stuck again? Well, you certainly are. Have you seriously been stuck there since, We'll get it sorted out. Once that other construction office is done, this pain will be gone. And I'm willing enough to wait for that. A couple clicks between that and now is fine. We also have this road connection. I forgot about that, which is quite convenient, I guess. We can send it up this way. Though at the end of the day, we'll need this to connect as well. We could do, let's see, this kind of a thing. Just trying to figure out the right angle here. Not the right angle, but the correct angle. Do like this kind of a thing, and then this kind of a thing. There we go. Little loop built there, and then we can shoot up that way, and that way everybody kind of goes up this way. I'm wondering if we need like more one-ways or anything over here. I know we talked about setting one-ways down over here at the entrance to this complex. I will probably do that once we get proper roads down. And we will be upgrading these roads as well. We're not going to just stick with dirt roads in this very crucial kind of area. Though really... Yeah, no, we'll upgrade to at least gravel, as we've done with all of our, you know, farming areas. I think it does the trick. I think it does the trick. We've got you guys coming through. I do wonder if I want more construction offices up in the area. Just to help speed some of this stuff along. I mean, it's coming along pretty quickly, in all honesty. I could double speed it as well, and I think I might just... Where's our fire station over here that's being built? You seeing any progress? No assigned offices. None in range. Oh, that's because this thing needs to be built first, right? Yeah. Go ahead and get the St. Partia construction office working on this. That one's kind of been just by the bridge. Not sure why the game is crashing so much more often lately, but it is what it is. Not the end of the world, though. Looks like our latest edition, at least, was done, so that's good. Now, again, just anybody wondering, it is an early access game, so I'm fine with the crashing, and it's just, you know, part and parcel of playing an early access game, especially one that's doing so much. I think it's just being overburdened by how many things are going on right now. There's a lot going on right now. There we go. Just got to get this done. That's the last thing that wasn't done. Yeah, St. Party, as I was saying, the construction office at least is just kind of sitting here doing nothing, which is not ideal. Government loyalty continues to tick up, I hope. I wish I could actually see the number at the end of the graph. Like, mark it out for me, you know? It is on its way up. You can tell because of the little jagged line which direction it's headed. But we could further amplify that shift, right? Just by pushing more propaganda through our channels. I'm actually surprised that we're not more full up on workers over here, considering how many considering how many workers are in the area. If we take a look at citizens unemployed, I mean, this is great. Well, let me just say, this is fantastic. Unemployment is super low over here. It's practically non-existent. Like, the worst we have is the 12 over here. I am looking at unemployment, yeah. So that's great. Employment over here, again, some of these folks will get employed. We will need to bring more workers up over here. That's going to be a big thing. We don't have that many. I wonder if I need to put down some more. That's going to be interesting. Getting more workers up to here, 22-ish, 24-ish. These guys are full up. It's not like they're empty or anything. Could get more housing built. Where? How do I want to get people up to the Trainwreck extension? I guess I could build more. I could put the medical university down over here, by the way. That's a thought that's crossed my mind a couple of times, and it's been mentioned in the comments as well. If we take a look at education, the medical university would fit here, I believe. Ooh, it might not, actually. Maybe a little bit of flattening is required. Nah, infrastructure's in the way. Such a tight fit. Oh, there we go. So we would be able to put this down over here, but, you know, good luck studying or focusing on anything with the trains going by, I guess, but we'll consider that. Okay, hold on. This is actually a serious issue, though. I need more unemployed people. I'm not about to ship people from, you know, all the way down in Uprising Grad up to here, obviously. 8 workers without jobs. We've got a couple here and there, but that's really not enough. What I might need to do is I might need to expand this small housing area down to over here. And then have a bus come from down over here up to over here. That's an option, obviously. Or I can extend this area. Nah, that takes you too close to like the port and stuff. I don't like that. Yeah, well, maybe we'll build more housing over here. They'll have access to this school. We will have access to the cinema, this gym. We could do that. That might be nice. We just need a kindergarten here, right? Because kindergarten, the closest one is where? Man, are there no kids in the area? Like, Veteran Grad has stabilized in many ways. Oh no, there are kids. You all getting your education? It worries me that the school is so empty. I guess maybe they're just a bit more spread out than they used to be. Just worries me. All right, we're okay. I'm over worrying. Sun's back up. Been so for a while. I should get back to work over here. So let's get some fields down. Over to food and crop related. Big field. Now there's a lot of room up around these parts. Right, let's try and get as much in as close as possible, of course, first. I could go through and flatten all this terrain first as well. That'll be a lot of flattening. It's just a matter of like, okay, well, what's our outer bound if that's what we're gonna do? What is our limit? This is actually working quite nicely. Okay, let's work with what we have, and if it doesn't work perfectly, then we can always go in and demolish these fields, right? It doesn't cost us anything to put them down and plan accordingly. So let's see. Put you down over here, the furthest we can go. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Wow. Seriously? 4 big fields. 5 big fields. Alright, okay. This is off to a good start. I don't know about ease of access is my only concern. Like, it'll take a while to get up to Bibirzic and the field up there. That's my only concern. And here we'll need to do a little bit of flattening. Or we put down medium fields instead. So let's go ahead and put this one down first, because we know it'll fit. It's like, what do I want to line up? The road or the bounds of the field? Either way, I win and lose. Okay, let's pop you down over here. I want to make sure there's enough of a gap to make sure the road can go both ways from the middle, right? If we have you going up this way, I want to make sure we're connected this way and this way. Cool. I mean, geez. At one point, we're going to need to have another farm up over there. Trying to figure out how many more fields I can have closer. Like, I can put more fields down over here before we go up that way. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's put more fields down over here as well. I think I could probably do something like this. Yes, excellent. D1. Come on, give me more. Come on, game. You know you want to. A little bit of flattening required. That's okay. Go ahead and do that. Right from center. I'm feeling really good about this. Not gonna lie, I'm feeling pretty good about this. Because now we can densely pack 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 large fields in this area. And then we've got the faraway large fields as well, or big field, I guess the game calls them. And that should kind of evenly spread out harvest times and things like that. Well, I don't know about evenly, that's a little, you know, that's wishful thinking, but it'll help spread out the harvest times and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of terraforming, though. Could use the lower terrain. No excavators free. Fair enough. Because we're doing so much construction. Construction basically always requires an excavator. At the beginning, at least. So no surprise seeing that pop up. Have we done enough over here? Ooh, yes we have. Excellent. Come on now. There we go. Good enough. And we can fit one more. Just a bit of flattening required. Right. Height from center. I guess this has got to come up. Cool. And plus, it all feels like one giant unit as well. Is another thing that's kind of important to me. Is like, I want the farmland to feel like an actual farmland. You know, not like disparate just fields spread across the nation. There's a certain, you know, like when we fly over our nation, it should feel like an actual set of fields, I guess is what I'm going for. Are we going in the right direction here? I hope so. Let's do a quick check. Better safe than sorry, right? Yes, at that top right corner is where the issue lies, yeah. Where are we? Center. There we go. We've got to go up. Man, can't imagine a world where food isn't still a struggle. Oh, this is starting to go the wrong way now, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not. I saw that flash of green. There it is. There it is. Boom. Beautiful. Now hopefully the road will connect. Let's see, sides are too steep. That's because of what? Up over here, I guess. Alright, let's see if we can't, well, can't do that. Can't lower like this. Because that's certainly a problem space. I can see it, like, without having to hover over it with a, with any tool of any kind. This, I'm not so sure about. This should be fine. Really? Oh, I see. I see. Let's see. Can we... Does that do the trick? Kind of. I need a free excavator. Fine. Auto build. And lower it like this then. Not that expensive. Not too high a price to pay. Now we should be able to. Yes. Yes! I love when things work out. There. There. And there. So, again, just to clarify. this farm will be able to have quicker and easier access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'll say even 6 fields. And then the rest that we're going to put down over here, and the rest up over here will take a little bit longer to reach and a little bit longer to tend to. So hopefully our harvest times will be spread, allowing us to have a constant supply of crops rather than everything being harvested all at once, then not having enough crops when, you know, that season has gone by, basically. That's my hope. I don't know if it'll work that way, right, in terms of timings and whatnot, but maybe close, maybe. Plus, this is not the only place where food is coming from either. Let's keep that in mind, right? So, hopefully working in tandem with Farminski, we'll see some good progress over here. Now, we do need a name for Biberzic. Biberzic? I'm probably butchering that. My apologies. But yeah, we need a name for that. We've got our... And Duseni as well. If you have any name suggestions for these, feel free to throw them our way, because Duseni was auto-named, as was Biberzic. So, you know, the Farminski, Duseni, Biberzic... farming complex, whatever this will end up being, I want to have it all kind of custom named. I feel like it feels a little bit cooler that way. Good progress over here, though. I mean, we're seeing some decent work being done. Need to get some more workers up over here. But as other things get completed in the area, you know, as everybody starts concentrating on one project, it'll speed up, obviously. So no worries over there. Workers are going to be the worry over there. And over here, do we have harvest happening anywhere? We do, don't we? This distribution office is almost done. Great. Once the distribution office is done, I'll feel a lot better, because then we can start bringing crops up over to here. And then this is almost done. That's the livestock farm. The food factory, unfortunately, not being built. Go ahead and get all of you involved over here. St. Partia, you're fine. All right, let's go ahead and do that. Got to get that food factory done, otherwise this is all for naught. I mean, at least the livestock farm will be up and running, as will the slaughterhouse, I assume, pretty soon. So this is good progress. And let's actually take a quick look at our oil fields. All kinds of fields today. All kinds of fields today. What kind of progress do we have here? Kind of been slowed down over here, I think, because of all the other construction going on. It's not the end of the world, I'll be completely honest. We've made some good progress over here. I think having food sorted out is going to be a bit of a big deal move, I think. Oh, yeah. There's one set of fields. I really like how this looks, actually, in that glowing yellow, even. It's gonna look great once it's done. It's gonna look great once it's done. I mean, hopefully we'll have both of our types of fields up and running soon, oil fields and, you know, grain fields, but we'll see. At least the, I guess I'll need a name for here as well, but this will hopefully start seeing some progress, and yeah, we're done sowing. Let me just check here real quick. A large field. 105 tons, almost done harvesting. Maybe about 110 tons, I forget now the number. Got food over there. Why is it not being picked up? You're here picking up alcohol, okay. You're here picking up food. Just not moving, just not shifting quickly enough. You're here waiting for food as well. Food is coming soon. Food is coming soon, Tovarish. Fear not. Now, here, I guess we should, when the sun comes up, start planning our residential complex in the area. I will need a kindergarten. I might also need a... another school. We'll need a hospital. It'll be a lot. It's a whole other building block. I mean, what I could do, actually, is I could clone this section down over here where we have a restaurant. We have a lot of housing. We've got a school, kindergarten, sports. I mean, these people seem to be happy-ish. Happy-ish. Is there a different block I could copy? I could copy this block. Much bigger block. I could copy this block as well. I don't mind that. 189, yeah, okay, so decent number of people. Sports halls. School, again, we wouldn't need a school, we'd need a kindergarten, though. I could do that, I could copy this over. Onto down, like, over here. It's crazy to see how the cities grow and stuff. It's so weird to be involved in the planning process of it rather than just seeing it around you in the real world, you know? Yeah, I think we can go ahead and put that down, that block down over here. People would step out, they'd get onto a bus stop, maybe off this road, just so they don't, you know, interrupt any of this stuff. We'll have, oh yeah, you know what, that'll be, I think that's what we'll do. We'll have this road extend down this way, from out over there, right? And this will line our, too steep of a descent. Just saw you there, okay. We'll have to do a little bit of adjusting, but it'll go along the line of this little plateau hillside thing. So this will be sort of our industrial and transit line, and then at the bottom we'll have our new residential block, which will have its buses come through, bring people up this way. Which way would it go? So people would come up this way, it would go up this way, this way, this way. Oh, that's the most convenient way to get people up there. Maybe we will just directly connect to this, because then, you know, it's basically the same thing at one point. It's just the difference between being able to go up this way and then just taking, versus taking like this little loop over here, which is not the end of the world, I would say. Not the end of the world at all. Question is, do I wait for this construction to be done before I put those residential blocks down? The other question is, shouldn't come up over here, should come up over here. 170 workers, okay. 50 workers, okay. That's 220. 220 plus, we've got the livestock farm as well. Plus 50, so that's about 270, okay. 270 workers is all we need up over here. Not that much. It doesn't justify an entire block. 270 workers is just 2 buildings, really. Okay, you know what? Maybe we just extend this instead. Not a terrible idea. Unable to get meat. Really shouldn't be that much of a problem right next to the meat. It's fine. What are you going to do about it, right? It's just because our supply chain is broken. Yeah, okay. If we just need another 200 or 300 or so workers, rather than building a whole block that we won't be able to keep employed, we just add a couple more buildings to the Trainwreck-ski kind of like rural area over here, where things are not overburdened, which is good to see. Do we have a school and a kindergarten, right? Yeah, we do. Sure, fine. So let's go ahead and take a look at some residential options over here. 300 approximately is what we need. I like these low rises. Wonder if we can get a couple more. Like one over here, one over here. Real close to the port. It's not the end of the world. I just I don't want to get too close to it. The other thing is, what's the walking distance over here? At about 238, so we don't want to get too far away from that bus stop, right? Because that's the bus stop that's going to be pulling people around. Let's see, 174 versus 162. I'm going to put 2 down. I'll put 2 of these down. Smaller footprint as well. That should be enough. And again, if we ever find ourselves needing a lot more workers, we have this space where we can develop that that block I was talking about earlier, right? That option is always there. This is pretty far down. Could raise this a bit more. Increase our plateau. So funny looking back at this section over here. How long ago it was built. So long ago. And what a struggle it was as well, if I recall correctly. But it's all come together. It served its purpose very well. And it continues to grow. I think this was when we were like, this is it. This is the last time we're putting a plateau down. In the future, we're going to plan a bit more carefully. It's been one of the last few plateaus we put down, though. We have been a bit more conscious about developing, or terraforming, rather, I should say. So there's that. Do I have an excavator available? I do. I'm going to go, I have like 1 excavator available, it looks like. Fine. Right from center, let's go ahead and do this then. Or I could also check the road method, right? I don't think it'll work, though. Because we don't have... It only works for, like, gradual slopes. Doesn't work for, like, these massive, steep drops. Yeah, see, that's going to drop it instead. Alright. Let's do it. Money's looking good again. We're almost at 6 million. Again, I'm not super concerned like I was a couple sessions ago, I guess. last session even. I'm not 100% sure now. Not as concerned as I was back then. In fact, I'm so not concerned that I might actually pay for this terraforming. Very close to doing it. Just so I can make some progress over here. Do wonder as well, like if you shrink the radius, it goes a little bit faster, as you can see. Because we don't have to go all the way down. We are literally just trying to fit 2 buildings in this space. And they're pretty small buildings. Their footprint is tiny. Live right next to the store, easy access to the gym, to the sports hall, to the schools. It's a logical location. It's far from work, I guess, like where these people are going to end up going to work, but it's okay. That's what the buses are there for. That's what public transit is for. And eventually vehicles as well, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Let's take a look at the residential. Please fit. Oh, okay, it's a bit bigger than I remembered. Oh, no, there we go. Let's see. Go ahead and flatten like this. Can we fit this one up over here? Not going to fit perfectly. That's not going to let me use the fast flattening options, I'm going to call it that. Oh, there we go. As part of the reason I was checking as well is because this is a lot faster to flatten this way. Again, broken record, I know, but worth highlighting, I think, every time. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, that's so much faster. It's so much smoother. And I also actually don't want it to connect to that main loop directly, if I'm completely honest. I was kind of getting excited for a shortcut there, but that's not how you run a successful nation. Shortcuts will cut you, and it'll cut your life short. You take too many of them. Sometimes they're great to take. And we line you up like this. No, still gotta extend you a little bit. I think I'm gonna have to, yeah, do a bit more here. See? Oh, I saw that yellow. All I really need is, there we go, just to help me raise the train faster, if nothing else. This will be good. This will be a few unemployed, unfortunately. Just a few unemployed individuals. But we might be able to put down like another gym or stadium or something for them, somewhere for them to work. Fire station maybe, though we don't need another fire station in this area. We'll find work for them for sure. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that. Okay, this is oh, we're getting there. This is at least flashing yellow, so we're close over here. I would like to try and keep it centralized. We'll see. And after we get this done, I think I might double speed it, just to get us as far along as possible with some of this construction. I do also want to check our construction trains on the topic of construction. Where is... Go straight down over here, right? Okay, put you down over here. That's about right for sure. I guess we'll have a nice ocean view on, or riverside view on one set of blocks in here. Go ahead and from center. A little bit higher over here. Can the road? Yes, it can. Okay, good. Wait for a second there. Alright, cool. Almost there. And I guess... No, these buildings can wait, actually, because the farm will work automatically, so we don't have to worry until crops start coming through. So we'll get these commissioned as soon as the food factory and stuff is done, I guess. Or close to done. Though I feel like those are actually being done first. Construction, where is our... Go. Oh, come on now. Close but no cigar. Close but no cigar. Alright, cool. I hate that when you click the raise terrain thing down, at first it just drops the train a little bit. So that's not what I wanted. Don't do that to me, game. There we go. It's going smoothly enough, I think. Yeah, it looks to be going quickly enough. Excellent. Just reduce the radius a little bit just so it moves a little bit faster where I need it to. And hopefully we're getting to a point where we can just kind of auto, like, do it using the building tool. Oh, come on. A little bit. a little bit more. Come on now. There we go. There we go. Should be good now. Man, this game teases me. How about now? Close, but the infrastructure is just barely getting in the way. The footprint thing is probably my biggest issue with the game. It's like just the amount of negative space a building needs around it, despite how it like looks. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Go ahead and flatten you. Is it perfectly lined up? No, but I don't think we will be able to do that without struggling a lot. Oh. Close enough. Alright, let's put you down over here. And because I can't help myself. Beautiful. I can't help myself. It would have gnawed at me for the rest of my life. As an 80-year-old, one day I'd be awake in bed thinking about how I could have easily fixed this and made this straight, and I didn't. So I had to. Go ahead and cancel this road, though. Don't want you connected right now because we don't want you built just quite yet. Holding off on this, and these guys will have easy... I should check first. Have easy access to the bus stop. It looks about right, 339 meters. That is a connection. Well, you know, the best way to check this would actually be the other way around. Yes, good. Cancel that road. Now we have confirmation for sure. We know it's 100% going to work. And eventually we'll just have to get the bus actually moving people up over to this bus stop, obviously. Go ahead and double speed it. It's the 1st of June, 1992. This farm is going to take forever to build at this rate, but we are seeing progress. This distribution office doing quite well. Now, we're seeing progress. I mean, okay, it's unfortunate. The food factory is actually going to be finished first over here. But it's not the end of the world. It's just unfortunate. Down over here, what are we looking at, though? Oh, yeah. Progress. Across the board. Distribution office is done. The food factory is going to be the focus of all the construction offices now, so that should work pretty quickly. Pretty quickly. Probably A for this road. Yeah, I think we have to pay for this road, otherwise all this construction will have been for nothing. I think it's time to pick up... Well, okay, first of all, let's see. Go ahead and assign you guys over there. Assign you guys over here. Assign you guys this. Maybe even this. Just get some work going on over here, because we do have vehicles coming over here to take stuff to the small barn, right? Like let's make use of this, as tiny and cute as it might be. And then over here, this is where all the work's gonna actually happen, right? Go ahead and purchase. Again, we're over our 6 marker, so that's good. I want covered hulls, KMZ, 5.410s. They are 45 apiece. 46, let's say. Sure. I wonder if that's enough for now. Probably not. There, let's do it. Let's do it. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and add the silo is where we're going to unload all the grain, right? And you're going to be picking them up from here, 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 and here. And here? Maybe. Actually going out. I need to check actually. 0%, yes. Storage percent, 30%. Well, I want you to be full, if possible. That ought to do the trick. That ought to do the trick. You're arriving to pick stuff up. I guess these things have had, yeah, crops for a while, eh? They start arriving over here. It's great. It's actually working. It's actually working. Always a good feeling. Always a good feeling. Trucking along with progress over here. It does feel really good. And I mean, that food factory, as soon as that food factory gets done, we'll have to assign, obviously, maybe another distribution office to actually get that food going around. And that should solve the problem at, like, Uprising Grad and stuff. Like, this should be pretty quick and efficient. I think the only limiting factor is going to be getting workers up over here from Brixtonia. I think we might need to expand Brixtonia a little bit. There are a fair number of unemployed people down at Brixtonia, so bringing them over should do the trick, but it's a matter of, like, timing the you know, bus movements and stuff like that. But this is pretty great. This is pretty great. Feels pretty good. And yeah, you heard that right. I did say it. It feels pretty good. I'm not sure why. Oh, you gotta catch the sunset, right? You gotta catch the sunset. Yeah. That certainly feels good. What I do wonder about though is why is the agro farm getting crops? I guess it's not the end of the world, because if a vehicle comes to pick it up from the grain silo, then it'll get picked up. So no big deal. It'll scoop through, but I'm not sure what we have here. Is the harvester just picking some up on its own? Does it do that? It shouldn't. Right? It should need a truck. But anyway, it is what it is. This food factory is almost done. We do need to buy some forklifts over here as well. Go ahead and put them all in. And we can start shifting stuff around so that when the workers first arrive, they'll have you know, things to do. Yep, forklifts are working okay. They'll come in one at a time. Yeah, this is only going to be 10 trips, or actually no, 66 trips, 60 trips, approximately. This will work so quickly once everything's up and running. I'm very excited for this. Oh man, I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited for this. And then up at our new fields, how's the progress over here? Pretty good, actually. Pretty good. Oh, okay, this looks a lot more complete than it actually is. That's a shame. But everything else is almost done, so that's good to see. We're getting there, folks. We're getting there. Well, we won't be getting there until next time. This is, what we're going to call it, a session. Like I said, we were going to sow the seeds of future successes, and I think we've very much done that. Over almost 300 tons of crops over here. You know, altogether, it is over 300 tons of crops already. Plus, we're moving some to the livestock farm already. This food factory will be done next session for sure. We'll play most of it double speed, I think, just to get some of this stuff done. And then we'll have easy distribution access up the road over here to Brixtonia and to Uprising Grad. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be wonderful. And you know what else is wonderful? What else is wonderful? This is wonderful. Need to keep an eye on this more often. It's okay. Everything's wonderful. I'm feeling great. This is good. We're going to solve this problem once and for all. There, I said it even though I was hesitating earlier. Government loyalty is on its way up. We can see it's about to touch 10%, so hopefully we can keep that going up to 100%. With renewed faith, our population is up as well. But yeah, with renewed faith in the government and its ability to feed its people, I think we'll go a long way. kind of a crucial need, food. Folks, another crucial need is your communication with me. If you enjoyed this session, you know what to do. Let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, it makes a massive difference in how I approach content on the channel, as you very well know by now probably. As always, on top of that, of course, a massive thanks goes out to all of my channel members and patrons for supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big ol' thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, das vidanya.